Learn to Sew video. This is my third video. I got some interest in my chaise lounge. So this is what we're going to make today. This one is completely upholstered, but I thought of an easy way to show you how to do it without completely upholstering something. Cardboard. Try to pick fairly nice cardboard. Cereal box cardboard doesn't really work that good. But if that's all you got, go ahead. The first piece you're going to work on is this piece. This is the top, and I'm going to put it over here on the little bed so you can see where it goes. Right there. That's where that piece is. Now I kept them under 12 inches across. That always looks good. You can use a bowl to get this big round circle. Cut out really nice. After you get this looking the way you want it, make another one just like it. You need two of them exactly like it because it's going to be like that in the end. Take this piece, you're going to cut out your cloth for the top. That's going to be glued on. There you go. Have a look at that. I didn't leave any seam allowance at the back because we're gluing it on, but I did leave a nice trim around all around the edges so that later you can glue it like this and cover up the edge of the cardboard. So you got this piece cut, you got these two pieces cut. Next step, the back. Now I've determined the back by measuring this. I know that this from here to around to here, from this point to this point is 14 inches, so that's what I made. Strip of cardboard 14 inches long. It's going to sit like this. Now I did also put a 2-inch line across there because I know that that's going to be the hidden part. That's the part I don't have to worry about. That's going to be underneath. Above that 2-inch line is where you want to put your curve and your fold. So I'm going to put this thing all together just to show you what it's supposed to look like in the end. Two pieces. That's where this piece comes in. It's going to sit in here like this. I'm going to talk about this piece right now. You see how the cardboard's got these little ridges in it? Little ridged cardboard? That's where you want to fold it so you can get a nice round fold. You can make this shape it any way you want. And we want a piece that's going to go around like that because you're going to stick it onto this thing. And that's how those pieces are going to work. Now before I glue this thing together, I want to talk about the back. You can stick it on the way it is, but we're going to use this piece to cut your fabric out. It's just a pattern. Cut two pieces, one for the back, one for the front. Now when I come back, I'm going to have this piece all glued together. So we're going to pause it here and I'm going to do some gluing. Okay, I'm back. Now I did a lot of gluing work. Now what happened to me is my piece wasn't quite long enough, so I've laminated some pieces in here because you want this to be pretty strong. You can even take some more little pieces and put it in here to make it really strong. But for now, I'm just going to show you how I glued it together. It's going to take a strip of glue. Don't try to put it on there. I would just put it on the box itself. We're going to go all the way around the edge. Like that. I'm going to put some extra in here. Get this thing up. Stick it on top here. Ooh. And that gives you a pretty good strong little box. Now I realize that sometimes this happens. Now you can just go along and snip those corners off. Maybe if it's not quite lining up, you can do this to get rid of that little thing. Get rid of that little thing. Oh, there's some more. Because sometimes it won't end up being perfect, but this is what you want to end up with. Now, the back. It's going to sit right like this. Now see how you got a nice stable thing to glue. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to stick a whole bunch. I'm going to put lots of glue on there. Glue's cheap. Stick it hold it like that for a minute while I let it dry. The next step after this thing dries is to glue this top on the try in a minute. I'm going to need another stick in my glue. Here. Okay, keep going. Okay. And get a nice extra all along the inside here, because this is where it's really going to be important. I'm just going to stick it in there like that. Tuck it right into the corner. Now this is where I'm going to pause while I glue the rest of it on. Okay, I'm back and lots of my gluing is done. Glued this whole top piece on. Now I've left this little lip over the edge because we're going to use that later. I've even actually glued on a piece of fabric onto the back. If it's too big, you've glued it on, it doesn't quite fit, just trim it off. Trim it off like that. You're going to cover all this up anyway with fur, so it doesn't matter. Now this piece here is a long skinny strip of cloth. Just start gluing it on. When you get to this point, I'll get my glue gun and I'll show you. Get some really good glue in that corner though. Rub it up in there. This is going to go like this. That's what this overlap is for. And glue along there, and you're just going to wrap that there. Cover up the edge. And you're just going to keep going. You're going to glue all the way along. Glue over your overlap. Then the fur on the back. Just cut out a piece. Do the same thing. Leave a little bit so it overlaps. Glue it on. Leave a little bit so you got a nice little overlap. This is going to take a little bit of gluing work, but I'm sure you can do it. And then just keep gluing. And that's going to be about it. You can even take some of your extra little cloth that left over from this, make a few little cushions for inside there, and that's about it. I think you could probably figure out the rest. But in the meantime, I want to show you my next project.